Live, uncut, unedited.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
This is where we
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody. Leave your boy some stars. Leave your boy some stars. All right, leave me some stars. All right. Come on in. All right, it's live, uncut, unedited. Live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. Come on in, live, uncut, unedited. Live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. All right. Let me get my phone lines open so we can get to rolling tonight. I know there's a lot on y'all mind tonight. A whole lot on your mind tonight. All right. It was a little cool today. All right. You ready to call in? All right. We're going to holler out some numbers in a minute. Some names. Let me dial in real quick. All right. I got to dial in. Okay. I know what I got to do. Dial in. Hey, all right, I'm dialing in, people. Hold on. Dialing in. This is live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. Let me plug this charger up on this phone here. Come on in.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited.
You know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. That's what it is. It's live, uncut, unedited. Come on in. All right, let me put this phone on the charger so we can get it rock and rolling. We haven't got started, people. Still setting up. Get the phone on set. All right. Phone right there. All right. Let's get to rolling. Let's get our shout out's name. Sharice Reich, Showtime, Roosevelt. What's up, Roosevelt? Chris Moore. All right. Nathan. All right. Janet. Hey, Janet. Wanda Webb. Gilda Simone. Christelle Marshbanks. All right. Tamora. What's up? K.L. Adams Sr., Denise Jones. What's going on? Renita McDonald. Thank you. Donald Carter. Carla D. Johnson. Sylvia Stone. All right. Hey. Ray Bands. Eddie Hummeyer. All right. Stephen Darkins. All right. Vince Miller. What up, Vince? Derek Sharon. All right. Felita Rankins. Renithia McDonald. Leroy. Roy. All right. Katie Brown. Barbara Melvin. All right. We rolling. Magulu Atkins. I hope I got that right. Give me. John TPSW Fountain. Yo. What up, Gina? All right. All right, people. I need some callers. Y'all know the call in.
Call in number 872-299-0808
Valerie Jenkins.
or 872-297-6389.
All right. All right. Where my YouTube family at? YouTube in the house. YouTube in the house. Man, I was up early this morning, y'all, rolling. I was out 6-something this morning rolling. I had one of my early days. All right. All right, people. It's getting warm outside, and we talked about crime yesterday. Crime seems to always interest us, especially the safety of women. Women they care about their safety. All right. All right, people. Let's get it rocking and rolling. I need some callers call in. Need some callers started. Don't complain about the callers if you don't call in. Right. All right. I'm ready to get it on. I got one caller.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
You heard the number, 2 numbers. All right, 51 black women missing in Chicago. They not doing nothing. It's sad. Wow. Woo, that's a lot. Sunshine Pool, what's going on? All right, Valerie Jenkins. I think I said your name. All right. 872 area code. You're my first caller. Talk to me. Talk to me, caller. Hold on. I'm sorry, caller.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I had it on mute. I forgot. Go ahead. Talk to me, caller. Go ahead.
hey, what's up, Martin? This is me, Robert.
Robert Brown. What's up, Robert?
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah, I saw your press conference today. You know, I ain't been on Facebook. You know, I've been doing a lot with my church because we got some youth involved this evening before Bible study, and we're gonna be having open basketball on Sunday.
Okay.
You know, so with that, you know, the House of Hope is a big arena. People think it's just a church, and I got in a debate with somebody, and I told somebody it's an arena. It's not just a church. It can have community events. We planning on having some open mic outside as the weather breaks. You know what I'm saying? We'll have music with no profanity.
Okay, good.
And we're going to have open basketball this Sunday at the church, which is about 1 o'clock to like 9 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, wow. That's a long time. All right.
Because, you know, we normally have it for 1 to 5, but, you know, as it get dark late, you know, and then we'll make sure you get home safe.
What up, Timothy? Timothy Thrasher, my childhood friend. Hold on. Tim, what's going on with you, brother? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. We grew up together as teenagers, young boys, actually before teenagers. His mom knew my mom. His family knew my family, knew his dad. They knew my mom, my dad. Oh, wow. That's over 50 years, people. Right. Brenda Clark Dobbs. Showing up, found. All right. Did you hear about a white woman missing and they found it? I haven't heard about that, but man.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that in Logan Square. They charged somebody today.
Okay. Mel Adams.
Yeah.
So they found somebody called in. Hold on, Robert. Don't go nowhere.
Call in number
all right
872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
Oh, she was found dead. Okay. Call in, brother. Tell us about it. Come on, people. Come on. We got to talk about crime. We're going to talk about crime tonight. Ongoing. The victims. All right.
I want to. Familiar with them.
Go ahead, Robert.
You also probably know about the march going on in Bronzeville on Saturday. It's 1,000 black men gonna march. I think it's the Black Brilliant Excellence or something.
Hold on, Robert. Let me say this number.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
That's the number, 872. She was found in the car. I know it was a black woman found in the car. I know that, out in the hundreds. Yvette White, I listen to the scan almost every night. It's ridiculous. Yes, it is. Okay, I got me another caller, Robert. Got me another caller.
Okay.
Give them a minute to listen to the prompts. And you don't have to go anywhere, Robert. Just hold on, Robert. Hold on. All right. 8185. 8185, caller. You're next, live, uncut, unedited. Tiffany Frank, what's up, Tiffany? I see you. That's a good soldier there, boy. Tiffany, she's I call her a silent person that make a lot of noise. That's right. All right, caller, 8185, your last 4 digits of your phone number. Hey, caller, you there?
Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you
I'm
doing?
here, Martin.
Go ahead.
I'm all right, brother.
Good.
I was calling because we have 51 black women missing, and they ain't doing nothing.
Okay.
The white woman, may her rest in peace, was missing one day. They already got the guy. I just don't get it.
Wow. Where did she come
Just
up
don't
missing
get
at?
it. Logan Square, north side of Chicago, on Kimball.
Oh, they found her quick, huh? Even though she's deceased.
Real quick. That's what I don't understand.
Wow.
But people marching today for the women that's missing, and they still ain't doing nothing. It's sad, man.
Katie Brown. Hold on. Cheryl Blakely. Listen, brother. It's Katie Brown. Crystal Marshbanks. Hold that thought, bro. Let me see what this other caller say. 3699. Don't want anybody. 3699.
Hey, Martin. Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing? We
all right.
All right.
They starting their mess. They starting their mess. I just read what is it, NASCAR. For the NASCAR that they're going to be doing, I guess, on Lakeshore Drive.
Right.
Someone broke into the lot and stole 2 supply carts already.
2 who?
Those little golf cart.
Yeah.
2 supply like those golf carts.
Right.
That they use. They done stole 2 of them already. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Today at 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, they're starting already.
They must have drove them things off.
They stole 2 supply carts.
Or flatbed. Wow, they starting already, huh? Well, they giving all they giving all they giving all the immigrants the money, so I guess people gonna steal. They giving all the immigrants the money. Already. So hey, every man for himself and God for us all, huh? I tell you. They giving the immigrants what, 51?
It's gonna be a mess down there.
$51 million? Man, come on. Man, $51 million.
I wanted to go, but I'll pass.
Man, well, it's something. So, what do you think about these missing women? These missing black women nobody seem to find.
It's been happening for decades. That's why I'm like the other caller. I don't get how they found this woman so fast. How long has she been missing?
Sir, how long has she been missing? 81, 85.
1 day.
Wow.
1 day.
1 day.
Her boyfriend killed her.
Wow.
Dang.
Well, it's all over. I mean, all down in Louisiana. I keep up with that kind of stuff on a page, and they shooting women in the face. One girl got in a luxury Uber Escalade, and a car pulled up alongside that and shot her multiple times, all in the head. Another girl down in Texas today was shot in the face. I mean, they just killing women all over the place. Black women just killing them. I follow this page on YouTube and keep up with black girls missing.
Kena Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's black women. you probably used to get a pass, but you don't get no pass now being a black woman.
Another story happened, I think in Atlanta recently, a couple of days ago. A girl won a rap battle, and the guy couldn't take it, and he shot and killed her. She beat him in a rap battle. And then, about 10 years ago, it happened in Detroit. A girl won a rap battle, and the guy couldn't take it, and him and his friends accosted her and sexually assaulted her and shot her and set her on fire. And now recently, this girl won a rap battle, and the guy couldn't take the L and killed her.
Wow, is it that serious, brothers?
Yeah, that's what
Okay, people, do me a favor. Those of you that didn't share the video, even if you don't share it, tag it to someone or send it to the inbox. All right. Sylvia Stone. All right. My brother, about the missing ladies. Tell us more about the case. Since you know about the different cases, why you think our problems are not being solved? The people that look like
they don't care, brother. Because they don't care.
Who is they? I need you to call out their names.
Oh, the Chicago police don't care. The investigators, Chicago police, and everybody else. You don't hear it come up until black people bring it up. You don't hear no white people marching about black people dying. It's normal. It's normal activity. Like, it's not a surprise. They don't care. And then if you own drugs, or if you're a prostitute, or if you're a drug dealer, or a person that's in the streets, they really don't care. You're just a dead man walking.
Well, they look at us all the same.
Yeah, I know.
They look at us all the same. Black women don't get the attention because we're sexualized and we're considered loose and wayward. So nothing has happened to us that we didn't want to happen. We're street people. So when we come up missing or found dead, she was a street person. They don't. She was. Street people, loose and wayward. That's how we're labeled and depicted.
Well,
that's another thing.
And we don't get to be taken.
Hold on, sister. Let the brother talk. Go ahead.
Another thing, every time a black person is missing, that's the first thing they talk about. Is the bad stuff about them. They still human. They still human. I don't care what they doing. They still human. They don't deserve to be missing and dead somewhere. And we find out 10 years later, black people been going missing since 2001. It's 2023. Like, add it up. That's a lot. It's a serial killer out here. And they ain't doing nothing about it, and they scared to talk about it.
I guess they don't want to make the general public afraid. Yeah.
Man, we've been afraid. It's not. I have a daughter, and I'm terrified. Thank God she's not in the streets, but that don't mean she can't come up missing.
That's true.
She's still black.
She's still black. Do y'all think it's a lot of organ harvesting? A lot of organs. People want organs.
Yeah.
And
body tissue.
Yeah, you see the man got caught selling body parts.
Yeah.
See the white man out of town? He was selling body parts and was getting the parts from the morgue.
Right here in Rosemont too.
It's like they're doing all types of crazy stuff now.
Yeah. Them white
Everything
folks,
you see on TV is happening in reality.
Them white folks, right?
Yes, sir. Remind me of Law and Order.
Yeah. All right, we got another caller, people. Hold on, 912 area code.
Hey, what's going on, Martin?
All right, what's going on? Is Sarge?
Yeah.
Sarge, I've seen that YouTube video, Mick, man. You better stop making them videos. You made a couple of them about me, too, before. You thought I ain't never seen them, but I've seen them. I've seen them. I just ain't never seen that to
you. I had to say about last night.
I heard. I didn't listen to it all the way through, though.
What?
But
okay. Yeah, I didn't say nothing to nobody. I was trying to convey a thought, and I was getting stepped on.
I didn't step on you.
I know you didn't. I'm talking. I'm not even gonna say their name. I don't want to give them a reason to call in.
Yeah, don't say that. Please don't say that. Listen. Hey, I'll make a promise.
We don't do that here.
We ain't gonna say their name. I'm telling you. I said, hey.
I know who it is.
Listen, remember I said, didn't I say the same exact thing? they love when I call their name. Then when I keep calling their name, they'll do something just for me to call their name. That ain't gonna happen tonight.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna happen tonight.
I know who it is.
There you go. I ain't doing that.
Simone. That's right.
I'm trying to have a decent conversation.
Right.
Now I tell you, I bet if you get a whole bunch of them doggone Transformers, women in disguise, you get a bunch of them come up missing, I bet that be on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All day long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it be on the news.
I bet it be on the news too.
And they got it's so bad down this way, Martin. It'll hurt your soul.
Wow. You in Atlanta, right? Yeah.
Well, in the Atlanta area, yeah. I ain't in the city. I can't do that one. But you get all these young ladies. They be believing all that. You come down here and you be working at some strip club. Then next thing you know, you got this big social media following. Then you did, and none of that happened for them. They end up grooming them here, shipping them to DC, and after DC, they get shipped to some country.
Uh-oh, somebody sound like a robot. What happened, Sarge?
Yeah, and they don't talk about that on the news. The mainstream media, nobody talks about that. Everybody on the street knows. That's big business down here.
You said prostitution?
Yeah, trafficking, not man.
Trafficking.
Trafficking. Yeah. See, like I said, all of them come down here thinking that they gonna doggone get that job at Magic City, and then they gonna be dancing on some rappers' videos, and they gonna have some industry influence, and they keep thinking that. Then they fail. Then you get somebody coming whispering in their ear about how they could doggone get their money on because they too ashamed to go back home because they talked all that stuff on Instagram and all that. They're trying to hold up a front, see? And they get them right into the cycle. Next thing you know, they doing adult movies. Then they cut them loose from the adult movies after they done got they, because you over 26, you old news. They don't want you over 26 now. You too old. 26, you too old. Martin, I'm telling you the truth and shame the devil.
Wow.
26, you're too old. So now they done groomed you up to get you to go to Washington, D.C. Well, I heard the scene on D.C. Well, boy, they get them over in D.C. Next thing you know, they on some doggone transportation device going to some other country and don't have a passport to use to get into any American embassy to prove their identity, and you don't never see them no more.
Listen up, people. Brother, telling the truth.
Didn't I just say it, Marty?
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Didn't I just say 25-year-old lady? Yeah. Didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
I told you.
Monique
No,
McGee.
I told Martin that the other day.
Oh, okay. Okay, what you said, Martin, you got two people saying the same thing. Everybody ain't gonna lie the same lie. Not the same lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Martin, and that's what's going on, and the organ harvesting is real.
So you saying that if you 26-year-old, you too old for the stripper game, huh?
Oh yeah, they don't want you then. You too old. By the time you 26, you better have your tenure in.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Look at the rap game. Every time you get a female rapper, once she turned 29, they replace her.
Oh, wow.
Remember Nicki Minaj was that chick?
Yeah.
She turned 29, Cardi B replaced her. Now Cardi B 30 and they looking for the next one.
Wow.
They got a girl.
They always in hot pursuit of a musical prostitute.
Cut lip. That's her name.
They're looking for them an 18-year-old girl that they can get out there, impressionable, don't know nothing. Give her a burqa bag and some fame on the internet, and she's happier than a pig in slop.
Yeah. Well,
you ain't lying, brother.
Listen.
Hey, talk to me quick. Don't talk to me slick.
But what about these old men buying sex? They buying. They keep
That's
the industry.
Martin. This is big. This bigger than old men buying sex, Martin. This is taking women out of this country, sending them in other countries. They trafficking, Martin. Atlanta is the number 2 highest trafficking city in the United States. DC is number 1. And they brother-sister cities.
Wow.
They prep them here. They send them to DC. They give them the once over, and they ship them to some other country. Go over.
Are they drugging them?
And they doing whatever they need to do. And you go over someplace like India, and you go to what they call a red light district. Ain't no telling you been seeing somebody you know, and you know that's their child. Hey, ain't your name? How you know me? I know your mama. He got me over here, and I can't escape because they ain't got no passport, no ID, no credentials, no nothing.
They putting them on shipping containers, ain't they?
Yep.
Jessica.
They ain't putting them on no plane.
The government knows that they helping them.
Yeah, that's like in the Dominican Republic. You got them guys over there buying from them young girls over there. The young girl rob them, or she ain't get what she thinks she deserves. She make a stink. The police come in. You got to pay the police to not take you to jail, and she don't even get the money, and she go on head off, but she don't want to go to jail either. So you got the police making money, extorting tourists, and sending the prostitutes home.
Now I know you ain't lying because I be on TikTok and then passport bros telling horror stories. I know.
Hello.
Hey, Sarge, when I come to Atlanta, you gonna take me to a strip club?
Hell no, I don't do strip clubs. That don't pass the common sense test.
Sarge, that was a joke. I'm just messing with you.
No. I'm being for real. I know
you got me on the flow, man. You got me on the flow.
It don't pass the common sense test, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my hard-earned money to a woman that I ain't got no chance to get the goodies.
Sarge.
That don't pass common sense test. I done went and spent $200-300 and got drunk, and I ain't gonna get nothing when I leave.
Hey, Sarge, you're supposed to use your imagination, they say. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine myself sitting at home watching Fox 5 News Atlanta and talking to you on Facebook, on phone, on your show, and for the money in my bank, I ain't doing that.
So let me ask you a question, Sarge. You ain't never been to a strip club?
Yes, I have, with a buddy of mine.
How much you spend?
I bought the drinks because they was cheap. Because I was drinking.
Hey, Sarge.
It was $19. I'm gonna tell you that.
Lord have mercy.
Go ahead,
Martin. It was $19.90.
Oh my God.
It was $19.90. I had a brand new Ford Escort. It was red, just like the car I got now. Red, my favorite color. And I came to Atlanta to visit a buddy of mine I grew up with, and we went to Magic City. And the drinks was cheap, and he was getting table dancers or whatever they call them. And a woman came up to me asking me, talking about, because I ain't had no money. All I had was my debit card, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, you want if I could swipe this between your butt cheeks and it'll pay. That's the only way you're gonna get some money out of me. I don't use cash. He brought me here. I ain't even here for this.
Look at Sarge. Boy, you cheap at your Sarge. You ain't no.
Bruh, listen.
Lord have mercy.
Keep no woman, man.
Man, look.
Lord have mercy.
Martin,
now he got dinosaur arms, can't reach his pocket.
Yeah. Sarge,
Martin, if you look at my videos, you'll see today. My soul got hurt, Martin.
Okay. Yeah.
I got to pay $4,000 to get a doggone compressor fan, wiggity woo, replaced for my air conditioner unit. Tomorrow.
Wow.
He will be here 9 o'clock in the morning to do the work.
Well,
that's $4,000 gone.
You can swipe it. You got an 800 some credit score. I'm quite sure you got Discovery.
I know.
American Express.
And the reason I got it because I don't be tricking it off in strip clubs.
Oh, okay.
So my daughter's gonna be here with the 6 grandchildren. It's gonna be because it's my 60th birthday coming up this month, and I'm trying to get with who when I can. So tomorrow is that day. They're gonna be here about noon. Then they got to take 2 of the grandkids to Pensacola, drop
Sarge,
them off with grandma.
Sarge.
Then they got to go to Mobile, Alabama.
Sarge.
And I got to spend $4,000.
Sarge, who was that girl you said you blew her back out the other day? How much you give her? I know it went free.
Uh-huh.
Come on, man.
I ain't giving nothing but some advice.
Come on now, Sarge.
I ain't giving nothing but some advice.
Sarge, come on now. Come on, Sarge.
$100 ain't bad, Sarge.
No, look. Let me break it down to you. That's somebody we knew each other. She was 15. She was on Windbloom swim team. I was 16. I was on Robeson swim team. That's how long we knew each other. Ain't no doggone cash changing hands. We've known each other since we were teenagers.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, my age.
Lord have mercy.
Sarge, we're
gonna I'm going to be 60 years old. I don't want to be laying on my deathbed talking about, well, I wish I would have doggone hit that.
Sarge, but
I'm not trying to die. I am trying to die nutless.
Listen, only reason why I say that because you got on here, you got on the live other day and said you blew a woman back. Yeah,
that's talking to an old girl what I got to sing to.
Yeah.
The one under 30.
Oh God.
Okay. Sarge.
Yeah, she having a hard time down here in Atlanta.
So, hey, Sarge, you didn't buy no drinks or no food or nothing, huh? She just came on in, huh?
Man, I didn't. She came here for her grandson's graduation. I was like, you get on over here when you can make it here. She flew in from Texas. Did her you dig with her kids and her grandkids, all that, popped on up. And, I had my beer. And she liked them vodka, whatever the hell. And I don't drink hard liquor.
No romance.
You paid for it, right?
No romance.
Sarge,
no romance. Hell no romance.
Sarge,
damn,
you paid
Sarge,
for it, right?
You ain't making no supper?
Man, I know that one over 40 years. All you getting is doggone Russells, the love muscle.
Uh-oh. No supper.
All I got is Russells and bubble gum, and I'm fresh out of gum.
Sarge, I'm beginning to think.
Oh,
hey, Sarge, you sure you and 900 ain't kin each other?
I know we ain't, because I'm getting more than she getting.
Okay.
Lord,
and she young. I'm like, man, I know her hormones are going crazy. Now I can fix it for her since she in the area. I can take her
this
up.
man busting up in the background.
Oh my
I take her up, man.
Sarge,
I had a hard.
She get a little grab for something. She can go turn a whole hot whirlpool bath in the master bath. Because I got a whirlpool in there. A little Epsom salt in there.
Oh my God. Ain't nobody get in there with you.
Sarge, you too cheap to have a woman. You too cheap to have a woman, man.
Oh, Lord have my soul.
Yeah. You won't
but
buy
I
a
ain't
woman
too
a
cheap
beer.
to doggone get it in.
Yeah, you won't buy a woman a beer. Yeah, you won't buy
Hell
a beer.
no. Nookie get wet just like wood get wood. That's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sarge, okay, we're gonna flip the script, Sarge. We're gonna let you have your moment. We gave you your moment, man.
Oh no, I can do what I do. Hell.
Yeah. Because a lot of
do what I do.
A lot of these
that air conditioning thing hurt my soul. And the way them boys gonna be with me for a week.
Oh, okay.
Two doggone 13-year-olds and a 9-year-old. They finna eat up everything they see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you gonna have him getting up early in the morning, the wee hours in the morning working. You're gonna put you aside, so you're gonna have him doing drills and everything.
Man, they finna build a doggone protective fence out back. I got all the doggone the park to protect the garden from the basketball hoop back there in the yard. They gonna want to shoot their basketball, but they gonna build that fence first, so they don't knock over my okra or my corn or my tomatoes. They gonna be cutting this grass. It's like, you work here. There ain't no lazy kids. You gonna learn the value of an honest dollar. See, that's how I do them.
So that's why you got a lot of money, good credit. You cheap.
I'm extra cheap.
Right, child labor gonna make the kids work.
Yeah, you know how much? Do you know how much it is to go to the? You know how much it is to go to Six Flags?
I am calling the people on you, Sarge.
Call the people, and when they say we went to Six Flags, and we got a PS4 too. They gonna get something for their
PS4.
Not the PS5, but the PS4.
Oh my
God! The PS5 is $800 on the low.
Oh Lord!
I know how much it costs. I bought my 8-year-old nephew.
Sarge, you got it. You can swipe it. You got it.
$1,800.
And that's the reason I got it, because I ain't swiping.
You got it. You got it, man.
Sarge,
hey, Sarge, you get on here talking about an 800 some credit score and Mercedes in the garage and all that. So hey,
he spend money on himself, but he ain't gonna spend none on nobody else.
Exactly. The technician came out. The technician came out. I thought I had the receipt laying right here. The doggone, man, that hurt my soul.
Oh, Lord.
You know, technician came out, went over everything, showed me something, said, well, it must have been a lightning strike that, like,
Well, you sure
that's going to be how much?
The insurance don't cover that?
Insurance don't cover that. No. A tree falling, yeah. Stuff like that, no. Act of nature.
That's called an act of God. Y'all go ahead and talk. Let me answer my door.
That too. And the insurance company's like, well, you better pray to Jesus, we ain't got you covered.
Sarge, you is a fool, man.
No, I'm telling y'all I'm telling y'all the truth and shaming the devil.
You made my day, Sarge. I swear you made my day.
I tried to. I'm like this.
I appreciate it.
If I could put a smile on somebody's face, I did my job for the day, because there's too many frowns and everything else out here.
You did it for me, brother. I swear you did. You got me on the floor over here. I can't even finish my laundry.
That brother told me $4,000. I was like, huh?
No,
when can you have it fixed? Tomorrow? Okay, come on back. I got you. I don't want to, but I got you. I ain't got no choice. And it's a brother, too. And that's what I really like, is a brother. See, I'd rather pay the brother man before I pay the other man.
All right, now.
See, that's why I ain't even arguing about the price. $4,000. I'm like, hey, the brother got to make his money, too.
It sounds like you finna get a whole new system for $4,000.
I am.
Okay.
I am getting a whole new system, minus the doggone blower that's in the furnace in the attic that blow the air. Everything outside, that's what's expensive. That compressor that's outside.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That thing with the fan in it, that's what hit you. The blower don't cost nothing. It's that little thing there, because it's got the compressor and all them other whatever it is, and the coil and a bunch of stuff I don't know nothing about. That got me wanting to go back to school now and learn how to do this myself.
Hold on, man. Let's get back to this woman that you blew back the other day. You ain't give a bus fare to get back to the airport or nothing. You just took her goods, huh?
They don't took no goodies. Shoot. If I go to Texas to visit her, if I had family in Texas and I was visiting her, well, you gonna stop by and see me? I gotta rent a car. I'm gonna come by and see her. We gonna do the you dig. And that's what it is.
Sarge, you've been hurt, man. You've been hurt, man.
You know, I've been hurt. I'm real with it.
You've been hurt, brother.
I mean, my logic is this. It's 2 million more female babies born per year than males, right?
Right.
Then after you go to a certain amount of time dealing with incarceration, underemployment, LGBT, you're not going to say the G version, the LGBT, and all that, the numbers are slim. So they ain't giving us no nookie. We giving them wood because, supply and demand. Look at it for what it is.
Sarge,
when the last time you heard a doggone woman sing, a man singing a song talking about you can go call Tamika to help her pack your stuff and get out? We don't sing songs like that.
All right,
Sarge. We ain't mad.
I think I had enough of you now, man. Let's get back on the program.
Oh, Sarge.
We had a good laugh.
Yeah, Martin, you know my famous last words. Stop me when I lie.
All right.
Oh, Lord, help my soul.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I got the receipt right here, the invoice. Yeah, it's the brother. Yeah, salt of the earth, heat and air. I'm like, my man, black-owned operated. And I'm like, I'll give the money to the brother, man, before I give it to the other man.
All right. I got a new caller, Sarge. I hope they ain't calling exposure, but let's see. Yeah. It might be your lover lady. Might be your lover lady.
might be her. She been listening.
Yeah.
I hope it
is. She gonna tell the truth and shame the devil.
I hope it is.
Yeah. Hey, Sarge, I'm gonna let her talk too. If you try to overtalk, I'm gonna mute you out.
If that's her, let her talk.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Area code 612. You should be ready to talk by now. 612 area code. Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right.
All right.
I was listening. Hey, Martin, have you ever watched that documentary about those women? It's a documentary and they got their family on there. I watched it. It's
What's it about? What is it about?
The 50 women missing. The families on there talking. One lady got in the car with a man. She got mad at her mother, and she got in the car with this man and her kid, and he wouldn't let her out. And it was dark. I'm like, oh my God. She's trying to get out, but he had the doors where he locked on the inside, and she couldn't get the door open. So he ended up taking her in some building where he took her, attacked her, killed her, threw her out in the snow. Her kids were sitting on the ground. I said, they showed each woman what they went through with their families. They showed each woman.
I saw that.
Was that up in Michigan?
No, that's in
Chicago.
Oh.
But they caught the guy. They caught the guy.
They caught the guy, but he got like 50 different types of stories. They're all chilling. It's dark. I ain't nowhere in the world. They got the
story
girls
you talking about. They caught him.
I know that. Yeah, but I'm talking about it's like 50 more other women that got different types of stories and their families on there. And it's terrible.
Isn't Kim Fox in that documentary?
Huh?
Kim Fox is in that documentary too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Did
I
y'all
heard
see
about
that story on the news about 15 months ago?
Can I finish? She was grabbed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kim Fox. Oh, it's okay. And by the way, you could sing good.
Huh?
Sorry, is that your name? You could sing very good.
Oh, no, I just play a lot. I can't hold a note in the dump truck.
No
I'm a professional musician.
No flirt with Sarge.
If you say so,
I'm not saying he can sing. I just say I'm a professional musician and I got my own record label. I just say he can sing. And that other lady that said, ha ha ha, whoever she is, she can, that hook with him, they can make a record.
All right, let's
that lady that said her laugh, yeah. Well, anyway, you ever watched that, Martin? Have you ever watched the documentary?
No, I never watched it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. really watch too much TV, TV might get an hour a month out of me, unless I'm watching a game or something. I don't even watch TV. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a social media. I mean, just what I get all my information from social media. So that's why
a lot of people, a lot of them guys, they didn't find. A lot of them, they still unsolved. They didn't find them.
So let me.
Well, I tell you, they got this one, and Martin, you should remember this. This is so way out. About 18 months ago, some dude came to visit up that way from Tennessee, right?
Right.
He was in Markham. He had dismembered his whole girlfriend and had her in a suitcase.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. Somebody seen the suitcase. I remember that. I can't remember what the exact details. Somebody said
right. And I was just sitting there when I first heard the news story. I was like, I knew it wasn't nobody black.
Somebody said, "What is the name of the documentary?"
It's
what's the name?
You know, it's called 50 Women. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and Kim Fox, she even told her life story. Cabina Green, she's walking home from school, and two young boys grabbed her and pulled her in the Vanderbilt, and she was crying. And she paused for a minute. Yeah, she paused for a minute, and she remembered it. It started coming. She was talking about it, started coming too, and I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
I think that's a horrible thing for
that happened to one of my sisters on the south side. We moved from the west side, and she was like maybe 8 years old. And I found her, I was like 5 at the time, and I found her at the bottom of the steps. I'm like, what happened to you? And she was attacked, and my mother never could find the guy. So that made me think about her too. I'm like, you know, and I was walking one day. I used to live in Chicago. I was born and raised. That's why I moved to Minnesota. And I was walking to go get my hair done. I was like 10 years old. And this man grabbed me. He tried to pull me through the game. There was like a little courtway. And I fought him. And he pushed me down when my sister turned around and she looked. So we both had a little episode or something like that.
Wow.
And I was only 10 years old. But I fought him. He tried to pull me. And I was screaming, hollering. And she was in front of me. So my mother was going to take us to get our hair done. And I kept calling her, say, what do you want? She had attitude. I said, this man tried to grab me. He just pushed me down. And then I just ran. So like attempted abduction. I was like 10 years old then, but I knew how to fight. I was a fighter. Yeah. The officer friendly guy taught me, my mother, my sister, my teachers. So when he grabbed me, he tried to pull me through there, but I had to fight him.
Wow.
I watched that documentary. I'm like, man, what if he would have got me in his vehicle? If he had a car or something.
Yeah.
So when I get in the car with somebody, you got to look on the inside and make sure that you can get out, because they got the one where they lock you in and you can't even open the door. The locks is on the driver's side. That's scary. Like these Lyft drivers, these Uber drivers. I mean, it's a life, but you got to be careful with them because they're strangers too.
Yeah.
They've been known to do stuff to women too.
Oh, yes. I know of a case.
Oh, God. Like the one up here, this guy taking this girl, he'll be dropping off her girlfriend. He dropped her girlfriend off, but when she stayed in the vehicle, he wouldn't let her out. He's talking about, come on, let's go do what we got to do. And he took the phone from her. She followed him and stuff, and she kicked that door because he had the locks on the driver's side. And she kicked that door open, and she flew down the street, and she was hollering and go get some help. They put him in jail because he had a wife, but he had a house on the south side of Minneapolis where he was taking girls.
Oh, he had a lust demon. He had lust.
She followed him.
And
his wife didn't even know he had a house on the south side of Minneapolis. She's like, what? You know, he lived with her, but he had a second house on the south side. Oh yeah, I mean, they creepy too.
Oh, somebody.
So my daughter before.
Hold it, ma'am. Hold it. Louis Ramsey said the guy that did that crime in Markham, putting his wife's body in a suitcase, was a brother. I thought he was a brother.
Yeah,
it was a brother.
That wasn't his wife. That was his girlfriend. He dated for 3 months. And he thought she was dating another guy. I saw that too. He thought she was dating another guy, but she wasn't. And he admitted to a friend how he beat her so bad, and he put her in there, and then took her out and threw her body all out in the woods in the forest out there.
There's some sick
I'm a
people out
researcher
here.
now, too, so I'll be looking up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's the story I was talking about when I first heard it.
That's a brother, big
and
brother.
They said they said it was like Markham or something like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to wait and see, because I used to work for TCI Cable, and I didn't run across too many white folk in Markham when I worked for TCI.
Right.
He said it was a brother. I was like,
he was a big brother too,
just like the others.
And he told his friend what he did. She thought she was another guy, but they were just dating.
Right.
That's another thing. When a woman date a man, mother always told me, don't always go inside his house. Once you get in there, you might can't get out. Don't go in. I was always told, don't go in, because you might can't get out. That's what happened to her. She went in, she couldn't get out.
Yeah, we got some sick people.
Yeah, woman ain't got to worry about that with me. I ain't got the patience for him to stay.
Like, oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy.
There you go again, Sarge.
Lord have mercy.
Sarge.
Oh my God. I'm at the place.
I divorced 3 women. I divorced them. Ain't nobody divorced me now. I ain't got no patience.
Oh God. And another story with this Hispanic man, he killed this white girl, and he took her and killed her in his house. She went in, she couldn't get out. And he put her body in his car, and and took her way to the west side in Austin and left her there. He called his brother within an hour to come and get him. He wanted to make it like a brother did it. Then they found out it was a Hispanic man. They put her on Austin.
They left her on Madison. On Madison.
Yeah, make it look like it was a brother.
Yep, left her in the car.
Yep.
Sitting in the car, left on Madison Street, right there on Madison and Austin. Sure did.
She met him in on the dating app.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't
think for 2 weeks. She missed for 2 weeks. That was his only daughter. She's going to be a nurse or something. And he put her over there like the brother did it. But he the one did it. He was way out in the suburbs. They called him.
I seen it.
Yeah, you get messed up with them damn masters. They had some old dude, seen a little hot young thing, dating after up. She came over to his house. She on, her little phone, like she talking to somebody, but she had it on video phone. And it was 2 other guys that was with her. So she's showing the outlay of the inside of the house, right? So they done went on ahead and did the thing. He paid his little money. He tired now. She done went on ahead and left. They bust up in that man's house and robbed the whole house, tied him up.
Yep.
And they caught him too, though. They caught down here. They catch him now. They do catch him down here. I give them that.
They killed him though.
They caught him. So it's like, well, who was the last person in your house and blah 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 blah. It was her, and they checked her phone against the other guy she had called on the phone, and then everybody's cell phone was pinging within the whatever it is. You know how you do that first 48 whatever it is with the cell pinging and
showing everything that was in the house.
But that's how they got them. They're telling these cats, and folks need to be careful out here. They think everything is sweet in this false reality called the internet. It ain't.
Yeah, but that woman went over there and go do a sale with somebody from Marketplace and went out there to meet some weirdo. I don't know who he was. And he lived on dead end street. She got out there, he killed her, burned the car and burned her in, and she's going to make a sale of one back of the Marketplace thing.
Yeah, that's like that woman, that other black woman in Chicago. She it was something wrong with her car. The dude and then murdered her, I think it was, and then jacked the car up and let the car on top of it and set the car on fire, this SUV.
Yeah, that was in the south side in the alley.
Okay, yeah, because I couldn't, because I've been down here all the time, but stories like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
then they had the dude that tried to represent himself. Remember that young woman that was a pharmacist that drove a company vehicle, and they found her over in the woods by River Oaks, away from this restaurant. Because she was dating this drug dealer, and she's talking about diming him out and all that, right? Then the way the body was found, that's suspect to me. Somebody from River Oaks police just happened to be driving through there, and they seen what? That's when they had your earpiece for your phone plugged into your phone. We talking about, I seen that earpiece laying on the ground, and it looked strange to me, so I went up into the woods and then found the body there. I'm like, man, I ain't buying that one.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot, ladies. It's a lot going on. You have to be careful. Ladies have to really be careful.
But I want to ask y'all something. Like, when somebody want to, sell you something, or you want to go somewhere, don't you pause for 1 second and say, wait a minute, think about what could happen to me when I get there? Who am I going to meet?
Normally, if you're going to buy something, have them meet you at the police station.
You don't.
That's
that's what I said too.
The police station.
That's scary.
The police
it's
station.
Scary. Yeah.
Have them meet you at the police
in the
station.
lobby.
Yeah. You change right there in the police station.
Right there in St. Paul, girl was going to buy a car from this guy, and she took her brother and her husband and her father. When they got on the east side of St. Paul, he robbed the brother, the father, her husband, and her, and took the car.
Wow.
So they had to call the police. They standing there. She got 3 men with her. Her brother, her husband, and her daddy. He took all their wallets, all their money, even the money for the car, thousands. And he took the door off with the car. They just standing there. They had to call the police. She got men with her, and they still, because he had a gun. What can they do?
That's like they do exchanges of children when you got the mom and the father just don't get along, or one don't trust the other one because of whatever reason. We gonna exchange for the custody. We gonna meet at the police station.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna be right there. You bring the baby in there, get a baby to me. You go on about your business, and I'll take the kid. Then when I get the kid back to you after the weekend, you come on up to the police station and get the kid back. So it won't be no mess.
Okay.
Right. The young boy.
All right. Hold it. Now y'all going on. Y'all done left me in the dust now. I forgot I was here.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
All right. All right. Now I done let y'all rattle off. Now let's get back. I mean, it was don't get me wrong, it was good information though. It's good to be reminded, because we got most of this channel is mostly women anyway, and they listen. So that helps. I don't know what the audience like on YouTube, but I know on Facebook is more women. I don't know what it's like on YouTube.
They need to be careful out here.
Yeah. Y'all better watch out for people like Sarge. Ain't gonna spend no money on you.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
All you getting is rough for the love muscle.
And
that sounds horrible.
I am horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now, Sarge, don't go make a YouTube video about this now.
Deal with it.
Oh no, I ain't gonna. I did this, man. Shit, that video on my channel that got taken down had my son, mom on there was talking crazy. I was like, look, why don't you go on up in that room? Let me dust that thing off. You stressed. Now you'll sleep good tonight. Then you can be mad at me all over again in the morning. All in the room. She was mad.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Well,
I was born.
Let me just say this, people.
Oh, God.
That's what's wrong with me. I was born.
Sarge, I'm gonna tell 900 on you. If she ain't on here tonight, but I'm gonna tell she might be listening.
Well, I'll sing to her again.
No, okay. You might be listening.
God. If you don't know me by now.
Yeah. But
we shouldn't want to.
Listen, listen, y'all.
All the things that we've been through on Martin Johnson's show, and you too. Woman, you need to know me, just like I do.
Tell the truth.
All right.
And shame the devil.
All right. Listen, people.
God.
I had a good time.
Oh, Martin, man, I love y'all. Y'all don't know.
Oh my God, he made me cry.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't even know what to name the show, but I guess it was some good information. It was some good laughs up in this show. We had some good time in here. But people, we're gonna end it right here. Okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Boo!
Yeah, that's okay. I'll see y'all tomorrow, late tomorrow night. I'm in the park tomorrow, so unless I come on early, and we'll talk about something. I know I want to give my condolences to the family of that white lady that was killed by her husband. Was it by a husband or a person? I don't know who
A boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
And he was a sex offender, and he attempted to kill another one before he met her.
Wow.
Oh.
Y'all ladies better do these background checks. Background checks.
Yeah. She went over there to cook him some food because he had a bad day, and he got in and killed her.
Yeah. She lucky
She
she
found
had
in
a
his
black
apartment.
No,
It was
her
in his
roommate called the
apartment she
police.
found. Mm-hmm.
He was black. She lucky she had a roommate with some sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
They found her in her boyfriend's house.
Well, she had the complexion of protection working with her, because they're going to find out if
That's
you get a
right.
white person.
Man, immediately.
So, a black person. And you know what? Let me just say this, people. When we complain about things like that, they say, oh, we whine and y'all, it ain't like that. We whine. How you going to tell us how we feel? We see. So you telling us that we can't see. That's what they're telling us. We see how you treat us. We see how you leave. Remember back in the day, they don't do it anymore. When a dead body get killed in the street, they'll leave the body for 4-5 hours. The family out there crying and screaming and hollering. That's torture to the family.
Mm-hmm.
That's torture. But I think Inglewood was the first neighborhood that stopped that. Said, man, I don't care where that body is, get it up. Because it's like a torture. They leave the body right there, and the people trying to break across the yellow tape, the red tape, and they got to hold them, man. It was just like, it was just too much, man. It's too much. It's too much. Too much. And I don't like that.
Way too much, Martin.
Yeah, that's too much drama for the black community. It's just too much, people. It's too much.
And then they act like the numbers don't make sense.
I wonder what happened to her. What happened to her? The black lady got killed over there. Who did that to her?
Yeah. So they make like it don't exist, but the math is mathing like a mother.
That's it.
All these black women coming up missing, can't nobody find. And all that. Well, it's really not. Yes, it really is.
Yeah.
It's steady adding up. Adding up more women.
But you don't hear much about missing
the math
people.
is math.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You don't hear much until the family come on TV and tell us.
Right. Or on
social
media.
Facebook, or make a Facebook, right? Or make a Facebook post and everybody share it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's even with last night. I hope Martin can use his power to put them two families together from last night. The woman was talking to him. Yeah, man. That story touched me. I didn't even sleep right last night.
Yeah, her birthday was yesterday. Well, today her birthday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they were celebrating. I
didn't even sleep right last night. That story hurt me.
Yeah. And see,
you got this woman doing everything in her power to try to protect and help her son. And it wasn't no resources for this woman. It's just like,
hold it, y'all.
Next case.
Hold it. 8371. New caller. And we're going to get out of here. This is going to be our last call. Hey, caller. 8371.
How you doing, Brother Martin? This is Ken Speed, 606-44 West Side.
Okay.
Hey, I'm actually a new fan of yours, man. You had the greatest show in Chicago. I called a couple times.
Thanks.
But I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever had a show when family will call in and will give information on missing loved ones, and have information on like when they were gone, and you know, it's more like you had like a hotline, you know, like for shows or for our sisters, man. Because from what I've known, man, a lot of sisters are coming up missing. And sometimes, you know, we don't get the viewership or we don't get the TV time for you know, for like what's really going on. They might say a couple things, but I was wondering if you ever had a show that, if not, would you like to have a show like that? And we try to encourage folks to call in, and we put pictures up, and, you know, we just had this hotline for all the sisters. You know, because you see a bit on Channel 7 or Channel 5 or Channel 2, but you don't really see them really emphasizing what's going on with missing people in the Black community, especially places like Atlanta, D.C., or anything like that. So I'm not sure if you ever had a show like that, but if you have one, man, that would show be very informative, like a live show for our people, man. Much respect to the show, and it's, like I said, it's the best show in Chicago. Brother 10 Speed, 60644.
Thank you, brother. That's a great idea. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something like that. That is powerful. I mean, and not even that, we could do one for missing, still carjacking, all types of things. It's so much work out here that need to be done. You know, it's so much work out here need to be done. And the victims, I feel sorry for the victims. Somebody steal your car, a little teenager steal your car, running into a wall. He jump out and run, go to jail for 2 hours, get out. Mama come and get him. Mama ain't got no money to pay for your vehicle. You got to pay that $1,000 or $500 deductible, and still they fix the car, might not never run again, or total the car. Now you back down to square one again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, what if I remember you had a show one time, and you had said on the show, because I called in that time, if your child had did something gruesome, would you report them? But what about if there are actually parents who say, hey, listen, I don't want to say my name, but I can get a little information. My child was the one who actually carjacked, or parents can say, hey, listen, I can't control my kids. Where they at? Well, my kids have done so and so, and they're doing so. You know, it's more like like call in and shame the devil, even if it's in members of your family who are children that you did your best with, but they just out of hand. If you are a parent who's really concerned of what your child is doing and have not done, where your child's taking out and who they're hanging out with, call in. Don't feel ashamed. Let us help you.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, I support you whatever you do, Martin.
That's another avenue for you, Martin, right there.
That is another avenue for me. That is another avenue.
I support you.
Yeah, that is.
You know, I'm gonna be there for you. Since first call in, I'm in here.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I just, like I said, I just recently got with the show, called a couple of times, but this is the hottest show in the city. It's the best show in the city because we receive more information concerning the Black community in details, meaning that there's folks calling in, naming communities, different locations of what's going on and what's happening over here. And, we get information. And I recently got, I was like, man, I didn't know this was going on all this time, man. This is a great show. The brother posted, he's very patient with the people, more patient with the people that call in. It can be irritating. But, I just thought about, if their parents, who might be afraid of their kids can call in, they could say, hey, my child is so-and-so. We got a dope spot over here, selling all kind of mess over here. You know what I mean? Because I recently, man, this is some crazy stuff, and it happened again on my block where I'm from. There's a white boy walking around here, man, with no issues at all. None. He don't care. And I know the little kids on the block selling dope on the block. I put their parents in the block, so I don't think much to them. But the white boy opened a woman's door next door to me. I don't know what he's doing. I opened the gate like I said, hey, man, get your ass away from there. Oh, let me go. I said, man, look here. He ain't from over here. I was born on this MF in the block. Don't ever do that again. You understand me? I said, now listen, how did you get so comfortable being over here? I live over here. No, you don't. When you see my face, remember, I don't like you and your people. Don't get so comfortable around me. Now, I didn't mean to go off in anger like that, but when I looked at him and saw how comfortable that he was amongst these boys selling this stuff, and I walked up to him. I know them, their mama, grandmama, parents, everybody. I said, look here, man. These dudes When he get caught, he gonna tell all y'all. He gonna be the informant that's gonna put y'all ASS behind bars, which I ain't got no problem with. And your mama ain't got no problem with it too. I grew up with it. I said, but listen, y'all got these white dudes coming over here feeling real comfortable around us. And ain't no telling what's gonna happen to somebody. But y'all letting all this here go down. He just opened this lady's gate. Y'all said nothing to him.
Mm.
You know what I mean? See, this is what we're dealing with right now because people are so comfortable around us. Walk up and down Madison, man, from Cicero to Austin. See how comfortable everybody is. I had a white dude today come into the liquor store in Madison. The black dude said, man, where you from around? I said, man, he named a local street gang. Yeah, man, I'm Cicero insane. I'm like, you white boy said you a what? You know, how you get so comfortable to say something like that? You know what I mean? But you just part of the crew. You part of the guys. I'm telling you, man, if we don't straighten out, people's out, I don't know what's going to happen. But we need to have these parents call in and report their children. If we can just encourage them, I'm sure maybe 2 or 3 or one of them may call and say what's going on because we got to do something, man. And I'm sure the Martin Johnson, this show right here, man, it's a great show to expose all of our dirtiness, all of our wickedness, and bring them to court to be judged. And like you say, tell the truth and shame the devil. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hang up, brother, because I appreciate the show. And thank you for the time you give me. Brother.
Thank you.
It's 10 speed, 60644.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, you know what, people, as I tell you guys all the time, I'm learning at the same time as you guys. When I get quiet, I like to listen. I'm a talker, don't get me wrong, but I like to listen too and evaluate and ask questions that make you think. I like to challenge my listeners' thinking. You know, sometimes we say things in life and we never examine them. We just go on and just say things. And we never really look at what we say, pay attention to what we say. And I'm so careful with words because I don't want to send nobody off. You know, the old preacher said, whatever I can say, it may can save you. Also, whatever I say, it may can damn you. Damn as sending you to a place that you don't want to go, give you some misinformation. And so I'm real cautious of when I give information out or what things I say, even when I'm reporting. I be like, they said that this man shot him over there, but you know, you don't want to lie on nobody. It's bad enough you reporting, then you get on here making fake news and all that for ratings and all that. I get my respect from my integrity and being on point or accurate. That's what I get my respect for. And I'm consistent to whatever I do. I don't do a lot of crime chasing, but when it do come, I do it and I do it well. And I tell people I'm not going to lie on nobody. If somebody asks me, all I can tell you, 2 people got shot. Who did it? I don't know. What kind of car they was driving? I don't know. I wasn't here. It could have been a female shooter. I don't know. So you have to protect yourself when you give an information. Now, a lot of times I can say this. If something happened on 79th and Halsted, most of the time I don't give a full address. I just say 7900. I don't get a full address. Then sometime I may say 2 people got shot. It may be 3. I could be 1 off, or it could be that 1 off. But I don't want to be way off, and that's dangerous.
You don't want to give inaccurate information,
right? And that's real dangerous because everything is preliminary anyway. It's still developing. It's still unfolding. Things like that. You know, just like yesterday. Guys was being chased on the Bishop Ford. They drove to the River Oaks Mall. They jumped out. I kept hearing 2 guys. Somebody said 3. 2. One guy said this happened at 2:00. Another person said it was an hour and a half ago. So you gonna get back and forth. One thing I don't know. One thing I do know is I wasn't there and I didn't see it with my eyes. So it's all circumstantial information. It could change any given moment and all that. So I want to say this before I close too, get ready to close. Chicago in any other black urban area, it's like we got a dark curse on us for some reason. These people out here say they care for us, and they treating us like you know what. They treating us. They letting us die in the street. They don't give us the right, proper medicine. The food. Listen, I heard Kevin Samuel say, and he said that this is the only time in history where the poor people outweigh the people that got money with all this bad food out here. Garbage food. Fake food. That's what I call it. That's all what it is, fake food. It's messing up. And you eat it for so long, and Sarge, you know, once you hit that big 50, man, your health is going to decline. Trust me. You're going to feel in your bones. And you still may look good, but you have to really watch your health. You have to change your diet. A lot of things is you can't do when you 15 and 16. Eat that hot sauce and mild sauce all together. Or you can't eat like that all the time. Can't do that. All that grease, it'll take you up out of here. I'm telling you, it will take you up out. Just keep on eating and you're going to find yourself slumped over. Dead.
It'll take you when you get older.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you know when you get older, your weight stick on you. Your weight sticks on you. You get heavier. Yeah, that go for males and females. So, man, then when you carry more weight, your joints begin to start hurting and all that. Your knee, your hip.
Yeah, especially with the women due to osteoporosis.
Yeah. So young people, if you listen to this, take care of yourself. Take care of your health. That's what you need to do. Take care of your health. Trust me. Now, most of us is probably 50 or 40 or better that's listening to this right now. Will we be living in the next 50 years? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe one or two of us probably will. Never know. Think about it. We all on borrowed time. Yeah. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, share the video. Even though we had a little comical thing in here, but we did give some good information about missing women, and we did have some stories about people snatching women. So that's important, people. Somebody said, well, what you don't know can kill you. I say what you don't know can hurt you, can kill you. So information is powerful. Why do you guys think that white America hides history? In order for them to keep dominance, try to keep dominance over us, they must hide history. History is so important. And I know history don't pay a lot of money. But when you learn it, it's something about history. Once you learn it, it makes you feel good about yourself. And it's a lot of things that you can put together. Because when I was coming up, I'm going to share some with y'all, and I got to let you guys go. I was sitting in church, very religious person. I would say I was saved, sanctified, and, you want to call it family man, a married man with children and all that. But at the end of the day, I knew something wasn't right. I said, it's got to be more to this gospel, And I'm saying, I began to question things because, we brought up as black folks, never question God. And I figured like, well, one day I came in my mind and I said, well, why not question God? If God is all knowing and he know everything, what better person to question to find out some answers? And it's God. And that's how I looked at it. But see, white people have used religion. They have used that very Bible as a weapon, as a tool to keep us under their feet. That's seriously. You got a lot of people afraid to be rich because they figure if I'm rich, I'm evil. They waiting on they have a by and by, sweet by and by mentality. We got to get out of that, black folks. We want to enjoy this. We want to enjoy the fruit of the land. And a lot of us, we're afraid to win. We only go so far in life. Well, I don't want to make the white people mad. They might do something to me and all that. That's a lot of our success.
Oh, Martin, you done hit on something there, brother.
Yeah.
You done hit on something.
Yes.
Preach.
A lot of our success is limited because of fear of the white man. We're so afraid of not offending people. The truth cuts both ways. It cuts you and the person that you're talking to. And when you walk in your authority, in your anointing, listen, nobody respects a coward. I have a lot of white folks walk up on me, and you know what they tell me? Martin, we listen to your show. We learned a lot. And I say in my mind, I know y'all learned a lot because I tell on y'all too. I say in my mind. Because, listen, white people know if you're a coward, who has respect for a coward, Sarge? You're a military man. Nobody has no respect for no coward. You treat a coward any kind of way. But here's a man that willing to die for what he believes in, his cause. They respect that. They respect that. Some people that look like me, all you got to do is hand them a couple of dollars, and they'll turn away from what the real problem is. They'll sell everybody out, their mama, everybody, for a couple of dollars, people. Look at our community, Sarge. You was born before me. You lived in Inglewood for many years. It looked like a bomb was dropped in Inglewood right now. All them vacant lots, abandoned buildings, and apartments, and vacant storefronts. Trash everywhere. Trash on the west side, on the south side, in Roseland. Come on, people. We have to ask ourselves as Black people, what is it that we can control? We know that the white man controls the media, the education, the military, the police, the businesses, the money. We know he controls the health care. We know he controls. But what is it that we can control? And when we keep what we know we can control and protect it, I heard a white preacher say it, I always quote it on here. Anything that's left unprotected will be taken away from us. Unprotected. Seriously. Whether it be your wife, your car, your home, or whatever. Some things we cannot blame on the white man. We have to do it for ourselves, people. The white man is showing us that we are nothing. When we say Black Lives Matter, and I'm not talking about the feminist organization, I'm talking about the phrase Black Lives Matter because I'm Black. That's what I'm talking about. When we say Black Lives Matter, they say all lives matter. So anything we do, Sarge, that's constructive, they're going to push back on it. When we want reparations, what do they tell us? A lot of Black people walking around here, well, we ain't going to do nothing but spend it on the dope man, on the gambler. Whatever we do with the money is owed to us. When you give that man 8 hours on the job and he pay you for your wages, what you do with your money, that's your business. That's your business, what you do with your money. Here's a people, the Holocaust didn't even happen in America, and they got reparations from America. And that's something. Yep. What does that tell you about Black people? When are we going to wake up and just really tell ourselves white folks don't care nothing about us? We always trying to get along with white people. Sarge, you're a little older than me. You could probably remember back in the 60s, Black people had plenty of businesses. They had their own cleaners. They had their own everything. Cab company, bus company, everything. Their own theater. We had everything on our own side. And we lived in racial tension, but we had money. Now that we're not living in racial tension and we broke. That's what it is. When I say we as a group, that's what I'm saying. We know, Sarge, you know, and I know, certain areas we couldn't go past, and we better get out of there before the dark nighttime hit. Get back on our side. They allow us to come over there and do some work, but when it get dark, we know to get out of town, get out of the way. And right over there I remember I've got chased out of Bridgeport so many times as a young boy. Never got caught, but got chased out of it by white boys. I'm telling you, this thing is real, people. It's real. Listen, we at the mercies of white people. When a black man gets shot down in the street, whether it's in the leg or the arm or whatever it is, we have to go to their hospitals. We have to take their medicine. They decide. I'm talking about white people decide if we should live or die. You know what? I'm not going to let this patient live. We're not going to serve him. We're just going to let him die. It's going to cost our business too much money. And he don't have no insurance. I'm telling you, people, white people have power. And that's what I'm trying to tell black people. That's what we need, power. Power. And I'm going to say this. Should no political candidate should know that who we're going to vote for because they look like us or because we're a certain party. We should be on the fence with every party. When a politician stand before us, black people, they have to tell us what they want or what they're going to do for us. We can't let them come in our community and lecture slide with us, come and sit in our pulpit and talk to us, pull out a bottle of hot sauce like they cool and all that, come to one of our picnics and we say, he all right, she all right. Now, let me say this. We've been voting for Democrats for 50 years here in the city of Chicago. What have we gotten? Now, let's be real honest. Let's be real honest. What have we got? What have we got? Nothing. And I'm not saying Republicans is better. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying we should be on the fence with both parties until they could convince us what they're going to do for our race of people. And we don't want to hear that word minority. Don't group us in with minority. We want to hear the word black. This is what I'm going to do for black people. This is what I'm going to do for the LGBTQ. This is what I'm going to do for the Asian. Why is it our own politicians are afraid to use the word black? Why? It's a minority. Why? Brandon Johnson hit the ground running for the immigrants. And he looked like us. Hit the ground running. And a lot of black people are mad, upset at him. Rightfully so. Hold on, brother. We voted for you. What's in it for the black people? You said...
I don't want to know. Why when you vote for them and then they get in there, they just switch up on you?
Well, again, I'll say this every time. I don't know how much you listen to me. It's two people. It's two groups of people who politicians cater to. The one who bankrolled them and the one who they most fear. And both of those are the white people most of the time.
Say that.
That's who they cater to. Everybody else, you might get something. You might get something. I'm telling you, people, this thing is real. Black folks, the Asian people had 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 isolated incidents. And Joe Biden went to go sign an executive order, an Asian hate bill. Here we are enduring slavery, fed to alligators, dogs sicked on us, Tuskegee experiment, Jim Crow, redlining, racial discrimination, racial segregation. Do we deserve a hate bill, an anti-hate bill against black people? Black people, I'm telling you, Our own people are selling us out. And I'm going to tell you, any politician, if he's not willing or she's not willing to die for our causes, they are not worthy to be a leader. They're not worthy at all. Because what they're going to do, they're going to get inside that office, get it with the white people, skin and grin, and the white people going to tell them, you're different from the rest of them. Take this money, and take care of your immediate family. We're not talking about the group. We're talking about your individual family. That's why our neighborhoods look the way they look. Nobody wants us to win. Even black people. I see black people talking about other black people when they get their income tax check. That's their money they paid into the system. That's their money. I'm happy when I see black people get money. I'm very happy. I don't know what made me go into this conversation, but it's real, people. It's time to be serious now. They give us a degree in a area where it's fading away. It's dying away. Our black women are more educated right now than probably anybody, but are the last hired, the first fired. These white people, they got these unions sold up. They got the unions sold up. They got it. And y'all know these migrants, they're here to replace black people. That's what they're here for. And the migrants don't care about Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream, Minister Louis Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson, none of our great pioneers. They don't care about that. They're here for two things, to compete and eat. That's what they're here for. They can't deny this. They cannot deny it. They don't like you. And when they fill out a job application, they put white. And I'm going to say this, and y'all can take this any way you want to. Every job that I worked on, where it was Spanish people working, they was always the snitches on the job, telling the bosses on the black people. Always. I'm telling you, people, this is real. We listen. Then we let these people. And one thing I know is about black people, we try to save another race of people. And we can't even save our own children. How are we going to speak up for brown people and we can't even stop our young people from shooting and killing each other? I'm talking about young people, not grown people. Young people. Our young people have so much hate for each other. And where they get the hate from? The adults. Because our young people, they listen to our telephone conversations. As soon as a person that leaves our house, we go dogging them out. And our young people hear that. Then we cussing at our young children. And when they get a certain age, it's like nothing. It rolls off their back like a water roll off a duck, off the feather of a duck. This is real talk, people. This is serious talk. We got to mean business, people. Because I'm going to tell you, we're going to look up one day, the same people that's sleeping in the police station, laying in the police station, they're going to be our bosses. They're going to be our landlords. They're going to be our school teachers. They're going to be our police officers. They're going to be our politicians. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. And we're around here lecture sliding, I believe in having a good time. We drinking, we smoking, but we're not taking care of business. Only time it seems like we can get along when we on a dance floor or at a funeral. We come together then. Let us come together for something major and say, hey, y'all, you know what? Number one thing, let us start cleaning up our area, our neighborhoods, sweeping up the trash. Don't allow people to come in our community to dump, the fly dump in our community. We can control that. Don't allow foreigners to laugh and joke with our teenagers and fill on our women. We could control that. And if we don't like a business in our community, we don't have to patronize it. And I don't care how much money they got. Any smart businessman, he's in business to make a profit, not to push money out. Just like the gambling boat. The gambling boat don't care nothing about you winning. They are set up to get your money, to make you feel good while getting your money, make you feel comfortable. We'll give you complimentary drinks. We'll give you a complimentary room just to get your money. It's like back in the day, like a dope man. I would give somebody a bag of crack and get them started. Then before all it takes is one bag, now they on their way start bringing you money. And that's what the gambling boat do. They send you a couple of $100, so you can go back and free chips. You go back and play. Now they got you. It's a trap. It's like credit. You use it.
Addiction.
You got to pay it back. I'm sorry. I think I got a call at 2575. What you want to say, caller? Because I'm supposed to be off live right now. 2575.
Yeah, you talked to me last night. I was on last night. A lot I agree with you. I preach it every day, all day. But you know what? We got to realize and understand. A lot of this stuff come from the music that our kids listen to. The music nowadays compared to the music we came up with, Tupac and all them teaching about the neighborhood and telling us how our neighborhood go. The music right now today is teaching our kids how to be dope fiends, hoes, wannabe killers. And man, and it's ridiculous. That's what they basing their lives on right now today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't pay attention and realize that's what it's doing. Even the TV, you can put something on to teach our kids, right? As a documentary teaches about our history or whatever. They'll turn away from that to that TV show that's teaching them how to be. That's got a lot of killing, drug dealing, and all that in it. You know what I'm saying? And they'll never learn if we don't guide them. You understand what I'm saying? That's why a lot of things that you say, I agree with it. Because right now, today, I see it and I preach it and I tell it a lot. I be out here because I was one of them little young kids back in my day in the street doing a lot of stuff out there. And I try to teach and guide the kids right now today to stray away from that. But our own people, they look at us and, man, it's like against what we doing, shutting down what we trying to do, saying, man, we lame, teaching the kids this not what it is. But it's like they don't care.
Hey, brother, hold it. Let me say something. I want to say something, too. And I know who you are. I recognize your voice now. Let me say something. And I want you, I need some older people listening to me real quick. Older people, more like this, older people on here. If you have ever been in a street organization, a street tribe, and I'm not going to say which one or whatever,
True.
That's your business. And if you ever sat down and thought about it, all the things that you have done for your street organization, was it really worth it? You have to ask yourself that question.
No.
Take an inventory. I'm not asking you that, sir. I'm not asking you that, but I'm asking the general, or you don't have to answer it. But I'm talking to my brothers. Just think about it, brother. All we ever have done, we've killed each other. We whooped each other. We've got the women pregnant. We put each other on drugs, gave each other habits. We robbed each other. We did all these things. You have to ask yourself, serve time in prison, was it really worth it? Just think, brothers, if we had have been on what the Black Panthers have been on, serving our community, doing right by the community, doing right by the women, not putting drugs out there, not using drugs, where would we be at? Where would we be at? We got so much hurt from each street tribe, so much hurt. It all stemmed from hatred, jealousy, meanness. It all stemmed from that. And all we got is, don't mess with him. He got big. He this and he that. He did this. He did that. And you know what, man? And one thing I learned about street tribes is always somebody that's trying to be the biggest devil, trying to do the worstest crime, the worstest heinous crime, so they could be looked up as tough. Or back in the day, we have whoever make the most money, they looked up as too. But you are very rarely, brother, you can witness it to me and find two people or one person that's able to kill and have money. It's always one or the other. But it was rare to find a brother that he's a killer and a money maker. It's possible, but it was rare. I think about all the brothers that got 40 years and 50 years and 100 years doing it for the organization. And the organization never reached out for them, never sent them no money, left them behind, didn't take care of the baby mama, didn't take care of the family. Now, when he come home, now you want to have him some $20 jeans and some Michael Jordans and have him some drugs to put him right back out there and give him a gun. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. The man just served 20 years straight. Now he come home. Now here we are. We want to bless him with a little gold chain that we don't want no more. We buy him a few little outfits and all that. Give him a pistol, gun. Come on, people. Who really winning? I'm shooting this brother down on this block, and the Arabs, the Indians, the Pakistanis, the Mexicans coming in our very community, cleaning up, racking up off the link card, the EBT, getting all the bag. The Asians, the Chinese people, getting the bag. Let me say this.
Getting together, buying all the property.
Yeah, listen to this, people. I was on 60, I think it was 68th in Halsted. It's a Mexican stand. They sell, I think, corn and snowballs. It was a black people over there started doing the same thing. I said, y'all gonna have to tell them to move. I'm telling you, so I went back the other day and they had the black peoples across the street, right side by it. They never told the Mexicans to move. First of all, let that had been me. They've been trying to pull a bullet in my back. And I didn't tell them to shoot or hurt nobody. Say, bro, y'all gonna get off this corner. We need this money coming in this community. Go where you live at and serve snowballs. See, people, this is real. Once Mark Carter said it, if our children don't eat, they gonna eat us. That's what's gonna happen. That's what we see right now today. If they don't eat, young people want their own money. They don't want to be waiting on handouts all the time from their parents. They want their own money so they can make their own choices when they spend their money. They ain't out here just sticking up people for fun now. They want money. It may be to support their drug habit. It may be get some new mics or get that PS5, but they want money and they gonna get it. They robbing Brink trucks. They robbing ATMs. They snatching and grab. I'm talking about young people. This is what they're doing. But guess what? With your sophisticated self, you giving all the money to the Mexicans, the Asians, the Chinese, and the white people. You will not support no black business to save your life. Well, Martin, black people,
totally agree.
They're not on time or they're too high. Of course they're going to be too high. But you're keeping the money in the family. Only thing that we support black people with is drugs. And we're not the mass producers of the drugs. And maybe getting a haircut and in the beauty shop, that's it. That's basically it. Anything else, we going to the white man or the Spanish man or the Asian man or the Arab man.
Oh, why everything else?
I'm just telling you. Then when I tell a
I
black
agree.
person,
That's everything I preach.
listen, when I tell a black person, do you know the store over there, Black Home? I shop for convenience. No, sometimes you got to not shop in a neighborhood store and go where your people at and support that business. Listen, if black people don't hire black people, we ain't gonna be working. Trust me. We're not gonna be working. You know what I heard today, and I may not be quoting it right. White billionaires, Chinese billionaires, and all these other racist billionaires, they hire people, 5,000 people. But when you get a black billionaire, they won't hire nobody. They want you to come around there and they want to pass out little things to you, so you can look up to them. That old saying says, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. It's like a drug dealer that come in a community. You got the block sold up. He the main man. He the supplier. He don't want nobody else to eat but him. That's wrong. That's wrong. That is wrong. I have worked with guys like that. But you want to come and take me shopping like I'm a little boy and buy me clothes. No, bro. Give me this work and let me make my own money. I take my own self shopping. Bro, you can identify what I'm saying. I know you can. That's what a lot of these
I know, because they keep.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Only time I remember where black people stick together and it scared the whole world when the George Floyd situation.
Yeah.
Man, you know how scared the whole world was because of that. Because we stood together and were so strong. They were so scared of it. A lot of people don't even realize and pay attention that when we stick together as one, we strong. No. But it's hard because they divided us where they could conquer us. You understand? Well, you divide and conquer.
Yeah, let me say this, brother. This is what I preach with that. We don't need every black person on board with us. We just need enough where we can get something done. Let me say that again.
I agree.
We don't need every black person on board what we're trying to do. We need just enough where we can get the job done. Just enough. Just enough. I guarantee you, and I'm willing to put my life on, I wasn't back there, when they had the Montgomery boy bus caught, every black person, when they first started, every black person wasn't on board. They were still riding that bus. Eventually, they caught on. They caught on. They caught on. That's why, brother, we have to have leaders that's fearless, that won't sell out, that's not in love with money, not in love with Pharaoh's wealth. He got to be fearless, and he got to be righteous. He got to have integrity. You have to have that in order to lead the people in the right way, effective. He can't be sleeping with the women, flirting with the women, laying down with all of them. He can't do it. He got to be straight up and down. And that's the type of people that we need, person we need to lead us, leaders. I ain't gonna just say one person, leaders. And this is real, brother. This is a serious talk. Serious talk. And we got to do something about it. Because listen, America's showing us, especially in these blue states, they ain't caring nothing about y'all Negroes. Another caller, 4722. 4722. Y'all won't let me go. I'm trying to get out of here. 4722.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Mark, I've talked to you a couple of times, and I'm trying to open the eyes of a lot of people. The way to end violence is to have a common enemy. All of us together are humanity. Humanity is more powerful than any politician if we stay together.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Hold on, I think I know who to talk to. When you say we, who you referring to we?
humanity.
No,
all colors.
No, I can't. I ain't agreeing with that. I'm not in agreement with that, bro.
Well, if God ain't big enough to love every
no,
okay.
brother, listen. I ain't in love with everybody. I love them, but
no,
I ain't
it
in
ain't
love with
about
everybody.
you. It ain't about me. It ain't about you.
Right.
It ain't about you.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about you.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you.
I don't. Okay.
I'm gonna let you talk, brother. I ain't gonna cut you off. Let me ask you a question. Here's a people that had us in slavery for 400 some years, and even to the present day, today, they got their foot on our necks. Is that the type of person that you want me to work with? Is that the type of person that have shown us?
No, look.
Hold on, let me talk. I'm gonna talk. That have shown us that got a history saying, I don't like you.
I know, I understand, and I know why you don't.
And you telling
me it don't take a whole lot of work, man. You don't have to work together.
First of all, I'm just saying, you telling me that I should work with them type of people that don't care nothing about me?
I'm saying that anything that they do is going to show their intent. We're going to see that they are racist. We're going to see that they don't like us. We're going to see that in anything that they do. And if we stand together and say we don't have that, we will end violence and racism with the power of one word. If you just let me explain it.
Brother, I don't know what world you live
in. I know. Nobody can pray for peace because we don't know what peace looks like.
Right, brother.
If I can give you a picture of peace, you might be able to believe.
Brother, listen. That sounds like a perfect world, and we know the world ain't perfect.
I know.
Sounds like a perfect world. I mean, it sounds good.
That's
don't
right.
get me wrong. But we
you
know
don't.
Better.
No, come on. Let me explain it. It'll take less than 5 minutes.
I didn't heard it before. Go ahead.
I mean, you're giving you.
I'm gonna give you 5 minutes.
Okay. Let me say this. Okay.
Let me cut you off at 5 minutes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Selfish, insecure nature, in my vision, is the motivation that every man, woman on the planet moves on. They're selfish. We're all selfish and insecure by nature. Even a child is selfish and insecure by nature. Because of my understanding of this, I can see sin. I can see my motivation for getting up and going to get my money. I can see the motivation of anybody that's stealing or going to work because you have to take care of yourself. Life ain't fair, and nobody promised you nothing. So we're all motivated by sin, no matter if we're in the church or if we're in the streets. So now we can't judge each other of sin because we have to be judged by the same judgment. We are all sinners, but there's a line in sin where no man should cross. This line is I'm calling the bitch line, being intent to cheat humanity. Nobody wants to be seen as the bitch in the eyes of the public. The big man with the gun can't even pull it if everybody is looking at him like, look at the bitch. If we all come together and make let me put it like this. Let us create man in our own image, after our likeness, and we're going to put all sin, wait a minute, I said that wrong. Every evil imagination, every evil image in the nature on one word. So every instance of violence toward man's inhumanity toward another man is considered a bitch move. Wants to be seen as a bitch, so you can't go this act without being seen by the whole society as a bitch. Look, if the news media would say we're looking for these bitches on 47th Street, if they put bitch across the mug shots, BITCH, it will deter a lot of people from doing the crime that they're thinking about doing, because if anybody sees them, they will be seen as a victim in the eyes of the public. This is like psychological warfare. Our weapons are not carnal, but they are mighty in bringing down the stronghold. We have to bind the strong man before we can.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Okay, go ahead. You got 2 more minutes. You got 2 more minutes, and I'm done listening to this. Go ahead.
Okay. And there's so many ways to do this. You don't have to be involved with religion to get this understanding. All this is an advertising campaign. When the word says the things you see me do and greater, you shall also do. That's what this is. I prayed on who could have done anything greater than Jesus. And the answer came back, only God the Father could have done anything greater than Jesus. So what did he do? He made Jesus in his image, and he put all sin, past, present, and future on one image. And he lifted it up and he called it curse. And this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to make an image, but our image is not flesh and blood. Our image is looks like every one of us, any one of us. And we are supposed to put all evil imaginations on one word. So everybody knows before you pull that gun, you put on this coat, and you will be seen as a bitch by the eye. This is the only, even police will be victimized. It doesn't matter your position of authority. By your actions. It's a beautiful thing.
1 minute.
The advertising campaign.
You got 1 minute.
No bitching my brother while bother. Your sin will find you out. We can see your intent by your actions. I can see a bitch coming at me before he gets to me, because I understand everybody is hungry. Everybody's looking for a victim. And I can say, peace, be still before you get to me.
You done?
I can go through this in many ways, Martin, but I'm not trying to be long-winded. I'm trying to be real short and concise, because it's really simple. Nobody wants to be cheated. And if we all stand together and say, you know what? If you kill anybody, you cheating me because I'm part of humanity, I'm not going to stand for it. God loves humanity. That's why we are all one. And when we try to separate us, we are helping them, just like the man just said.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
5 minutes. It sounds so wonderful. It sounds wonderful what he's saying, but it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
I know that's the world. The world views it can't happen.
It can't be no good. It can't be no good. Hold on, sir. I heard you out. It can't be good without bad. Can't be right without wrong. Can't be no dark without light. There's things run in twos. Sin and righteousness. Brother. I listen. Let me talk now. I gave you 5 minutes. You explained your little theory. I gave you 5 minutes. Gave you 5. I put the stop clock up there. And so things run in twos, brother. It runs in twos. And we can't listen, people. When a person, Maya Angelou said it, when a person show you who they are, believe them. You got to believe them. Trust me. God came down here in the flesh, dwell among men, and they received him not. They crucified him. They didn't even want to allow him to walk away. They chose the thief to walk away. That goes to show you the
when you say they, you really mean
sir.
You really mean we, though. That's all I want to say.
Sir, I gave you 5 minutes to say whatever you had to say. I'm done with you. All right? I'm on no disrespect. You know? And this is what I'm talking about, people. We trying to get in bed with somebody that don't like us. We trying to be peaceful with people that don't like us. Don't care nothing about, can't stand our guts. What are we gonna do?
You want a war.
My thing is to separate. King Solomon said it in the book of Ecclesiastes. There's a time and season for everything under the heavens. Time to die.
Old Testament, sir.
Time to laugh. Time to cry. Time to go to war. Time for peace. Time to dance. That's a time for everything in its season. And I told you the other night, China declared war on the United States a long time ago. Not by dropping a bomb over here, by the economy. The economy.
Time of peace.
Brother, please.
What would that time of peace be?
Brother, please.
Time for everything.
Brother, please. And that's number one thing I hate about. When I give you your space to talk, you talk. But when I'm talking now, you want to cut me off.
I'm not cutting you off. I just asked you a question, man.
You can't even get 5 minutes on the radio. So they're not even gonna give you 5 minutes.
I know, and I really do appreciate that. I really do.
Well, I can't tell because you keep cutting in. You can't listen, brother.
I'm just asking
Give
question.
me the respect. I told you you're done, brother.
Still doing
I
it.
told you you're done. You still doing it.
Let me get off the phone then, brother. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry. Let me get off the phone.
Thank you. Thank you. I sat back and I gave the brother 5 minutes. I held up the clock. I didn't stop him. I let him go on, do his thing. Whether I agree with it or not, I took a seat back. All I'm asking for is respect, people. That's it. What other activists going to allow you to come on their platform and talk? Not going to do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, brother. My thing is, we have to give respect and expect respect. And when we can't respect each other, we have to separate. And I believe in separation too. I believe in that, period. When it comes to husband, wife, brother, sister, mom and father, whatever. If we can't get along, we have to separate. Now, we try to keep peace.
You got to give respect to get some.
That's it. Now, we ain't going to always agree 100% with each other. But what we can do, let's build on the things that we have in common. We know that we have an enemy that don't want to see us prosper. We know that. They know how to be nice to us. And we black people, we have to learn the difference between a person being our friend and being friendly. That's totally two different things. I could be friendly to a stranger, but I'm not that stranger friend. That's a difference. That's a difference.
I can love him with the love of the Lord.
That's a difference.
At a distance.
He can't help it. He can't help it, people. He can't help it. It ain't in him. One thing I know about people, whatever's in you is going to come out. It's going to come out. Hate, envy, jealousy. If it's in you, it's going to come out. Some people can't. Listen, some people can't do right by other people. White people that try to do good by black people, they can't do it. It ain't in them. It ain't in them. And when you call them, when you call them on, brother, you still ain't, brother. I thought you was gone. You want me to help you out? Let me help him out. Let me help him. I helped him out. But thank y'all for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited. I believe this was a great show. We laughed a little bit. We joked a little bit. And it is what it is. I allowed the brother to come on and say whatever he had to say. But we're not going to keep going with the interruptions and the interruptions and the interruptions. We had one last night, the interruption. Kept calling out their name. We're not going to call out their name no more. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you share the video. And we have to learn, people, how to love ourselves first. You cannot love me if you don't love yourself. Love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you love yourself, you won't be too quick to put a bullet in my behind. And that's real talk. Thank y'all so much. I'm out of here.
You already know what it is.
Thank you.
Live, uncut, unedited.
This is where we
tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black.
Good night, people. Good night. Good night. I love being black.
Right.
Good night. Good night.